Matsuhara keke maranga mai kirunga inga iwi o ngā motu.
So these are rangatahi of Patuhara Keke Hapu. This is their whenua, this is their place, and it would be awesome if they can feel a sense of connection here, feel drawn to these places, recognise the significance, like where they've come from and where they'd like to go as we walk to each of these places.
So we can have some fun, go up to the dam and kayak and learn about the forest and that. Yeah, get to know each other, get to know where our ancestors came from. Yeah, nice.
I learn about the different bird calls. Yeah.
There's a horrible disease that's been taking over a lot of the kauri all around New Zealand, and it's called the kauri dieback disease. And it's a disease that lives within the soil and it attacks the roots of the kauri trees and then works its way all the way up and just kills the whole tree. So the reason this station is here is when people stay at the marae, they can wash their feet before they go in here into the ngahere. So you wash your own shoes and then the person behind you will spray the bottom of your feet. There's heaps of kauri up there, so it's really important that we do our bit to protect them and look after them, because to us they're rangatira rākau, they're our tuakana, and by sharing this knowledge they'll still have things like kauri up there still growing by the time they get to adulthood. Before Captain Cook called it tea tree, it had its own name. What was it? Kānuka, cool. An easy way to tell kānuka and mānuka, if you can touch it, if you grab those leaves and they're nice and soft, you think of K for kānuka, K for kind. And if you think of mānuka, M for mean, M for mānuka. That's the easy way to remember.
So the ngahere is really important for the tamariki to be exposed to because it holds a lot of mātauranga, and we can see all of the gifts that Tāne Mahuta has left us, and these trees that have been here before us are our tuakana, and we're the taina, we've come after them, and it's a reciprocal relationship. If we look after the trees and the environment, they will look after us. They hold medicine and knowledge and shelter and food. Bringing the rangatahi here to see it and to talk about it can show them right here the abundance of knowledge and mātauranga that is here for us to learn.
So remember back down at the marae we were going to talk about some of the ways we can work out what's going on in the ngahere. So one of them is a bird count.
So it's what we can hear and what we can see, okay? If we can get in our two groups, please. And so Zaves, if you want to jump over there, yeah. In one group, and one group come over here with me.
We heard 3 calls from the rero, and then the kukupa we seen and heard one of each. And then the tauhou we heard six calls, and then the tui we heard 1 call.
We heard a few birds, but not a lot. Yet if we did pest trapping in here for a year, got our stoat numbers, our possum numbers, all those bad things for New Zealand down, the bird life will pick up. So that's our goal. We do these baselines to know what's here now, and when we do all our mahi, we do them again and we see how much improvement's coming.
This was the first rangiora. Our whare that we have now, currently, is the 3rd rangiora, and the second one was originally behind the kohanga reo down along our marae now. But this was the first one, so this was a defensive part of our tupunas. I can't even tell what date it was, but yeah, that's what I know.
Who can name one of the main things they look for in an archaeological area, and can you see any around here?
Midden.
Midden, yeah, cool. So that's one way, that's like a library to tell us what our tupuna ate and what grows in this area. So I can see oysters, cockles and pipis. Think about when this was a defensive pa, how you would have protected all your whānau, where you would have had fences, how you would have got around, where you would have put your waka.
This is where our ancestors used to live, and we can track our ancestry from who was last here and where we moved from up here down the landscape.
So this is a tonga. This is very precious, especially for us Māori. This tuna here, this sustained us, our people, when we got here. Feel it. Yeah, come in and touch it.
You got the scales.
No, that's all right.
So right inside their skin, they have these tiny, tiny scales, and they use their slime. Their slime is a defense mechanism. That's when you feel it all slimy.
One of the defense mechanisms, they can bite really hard. When I was a kid and we were getting eels out of Pukikowi Awa, I threw one up onto the bank and I put my arms out like this, and the eel came in like this, bit me here, and I was like, so I bit him and he let go. True story. True story, okay?
Before it was a dam, it was actually a stream. This has been here for generations, and our tupuna, our ancestors, use this for kai sauce. Yeah, it just holds all these beautiful tonga for us, and we can bring our tamariki up there and give them like education days like this and show them the physical world of all this sort of stuff. So yeah, it's just really important.
Blinking, all the way around. Blinking, stop blinking. 13 degrees Celsius and 17.5.
Temperature is a really big factor for our freshwater fish. If it gets over 22 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius is a danger point. They need to know how to look after those systems and identify them, and if they can help that, then yeah. So it's really important to know that the temperature, if it gets too hot, it's bad for our freshwater fish.
Biodiversity is how many different species and things there are. Trees, birds, fish. These questions are gauging their interest and interactions with the dam and the streams coming off, and it's really just getting an idea of their engagement. Seeing whether we can do something to improve that.
If you were a tuna in Ruakaka Dam, what would you say? That I can feel people's feet. Don't eat me.
Or protect my home.
That's a good one.
I think they're teaching us because we're like the people of tomorrow, if that makes sense. Like when they're not here, we're going to be the next people that have to step up.
They're trying to get us interested in their stuff because to protect our environment and to protect the species around us.
I'm a rangatahi and I've been really well supported in this space, so I'd really like to keep that support going for my cousins. We ultimately are the future, and we're going to be here in 50 years and 80 years with our kids and grandkids, and we want to be able to have a say in how we protect it and maintain our environment in a way that's really important to us.